Hey, everybody, this is Tiffany, and I am back with not one, but two more trainers for you to meet. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to Tim and Ashton, and I will let them introduce themselves and give you all of the juicy spiel about them. So, Tim Chandler, why don't we start with you, my friend?
Hi, folks. I'm Tim Chandler. I teach with a couple of companies, FPF Training, Justified Defensive Concepts, and every chance I get with my buddy Ashton Ray. Um, I was at the 2010 Mid-Atlantic Tac-Con Conference, which is where I was first exposed to Tom Gibbons, low those many years ago. And since then, I've been a huge devotee and follower of because I think he does a better job than most other people in the business. And I was lucky enough to be asked to present. So here I am to try and bring what I can do to you lovely folks.
Excellent. So, and Tim also has a day job. So, in other words, what he's saying is he has tons and tons of free time, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, Ashton, how
Something like
about
that.
you? How about you introduce yourself to everybody, please, sir?
I'm Ashton Ray. I own 360 Performance Shooting. Um, this is the third year for this company to exist as it does right now under this name. I've it's only been a little bit I've been out on my own doing this, but that didn't last for long. I wrote Tim Chandler in to help me every chance I get. Anyway, the T and A show is better than the T show or the A show. Anyway, but I've been at this for quite a long time. At least it seems that way to me. Going on 20 years now in one form or fashion. Um, I was introduced into the Rangemaster family by virtue of knowing Todd Green, and I met Tim through Todd, and was fortunate enough in my formative years to have been able to get into Tom's instructor development course a long time ago. And that kind of set the stage and set the standard for all the training that I've received afterwards and what I wanted to keep trying to use to help people. So
Very cool. So this year, you guys you are bringing back one of Tac-Con's most popular live fire blocks, and it's called Changing Gears. And I love this block because it's different from the usual live fire block where it's like, okay, we're going to practice shooting, and you're going to shoot a little, and then you're going to shoot a lot, and then you're going to shoot some more, and then you're going to shoot close, and then you're going to shoot far. This block has a very, very specific purpose. Tim, tell us what you designed this curriculum to accomplish.
Sure. Way back when, I was one of those guys who the controls on my shooting had like a toggle switch. I could either shoot really, really quickly without really hitting much, or I could shoot very slowly and deliberately and hit what I was intending to hit, usually at a time frame that was far too long to be of any use in any sort of practical situation. Then I started training with Todd Green, and he helped me install sort of a dial where I could learn the discipline, because that's truly what it is, the discipline of being able to make the shot that's required in the time frame that you have to make it in. I'm borrowing a little bit from one of his presentations, a presentation called Speed Kills. It's not going to be the full thing, but there was one particular section where he worked on a target that I'd never worked on before, where the big target, 5 card, and we learned to develop speed and accuracy at the same time. The ability to hit a discrete target, even a very small one, while working against the clock. And that did a great deal to improve my ability as a shooter. As a matter of fact, it improved it enough so that I could bring home one of those at one point. We won't go into why there's not two of those. Looking at you, Ashton.
But there's video if anyone is interested in finding out why
There
there's
is
not two.
video, probably not of the entertaining portion of that. Let's say it worked out. So what I've done is I've taken that as an inspiration, and the challenge of only having a small block of time. What can I present that will give folks a skill set that will help develop their ability to have the discipline to make the shot that's required of them, and give them a practice methodology, a way of moving forward and improving whatever benefits and cementing them in the future. So when we presented it at the 2019 conference, it seemed to go over pretty well, and people seemed to learn a lot from it. And believe it or not, Ashton and I have worked on refining that, so it's going to be hopefully better than ever. So we're really looking forward to presenting that to you lovely folks, and hopefully it'll give you something you can walk away with that will make you better at doing what you need to do.
Sweet. So this block sounds like it would be perfect for people like me who are pretty accurate as long as you have all the time in the world and the wheels come off whenever you're put under any time pressure. So the popularity of this live fire block is reflected in the fact that Tom has put it on the schedule all 3 days. So folks, you've got 3 chances to take Changing Gears with Tim and Ashton. It's first on Friday at 3 p.m. and again on Saturday at 8 a.m. and again on Sunday at 2 p.m. And Tom didn't think that Tim and Ashton were working quite hard enough, so they have yet another block that they're going to present. So Ashton, the 4-hour live fire block that you guys are doing is one of our very few long gun blocks at Tac-Con this year. You and Tim are doing defensive shotgun on Saturday afternoon at 1, and that's on Action Pistol Bay 4. Why don't you tell us a little bit about defensive shotgun?
Well, defensive shotgun, we don't have a heck of a lot of time. 4 hours is not a lot of time. And, what's interesting is that a lot of folks think that the defensive or duty shotgun is really all not that complicated, and there's not much work to do. And that's evidence is what you see in a lot of institutional training that's out there for law enforcement and so forth. But really what we've decided the meat and potatoes of this is going to be learning how to control the shotgun, because that's really the key to allowing yourself to be able to train effectively. One of the big reasons that people don't shoot shotguns much is because they get beat up. Smaller statured folks, people with not a lot of upper body strength, those types of folks tend to shy away from the shotgun more so than the bigger, brawnier, 6'2", 260-pound, type fellas. Those folks seem to say, the shotgun's not that big a deal. Well, once we get a hold of you, once we lay hands upon you and bring you the good news of the gospel of the gauge, then you're going to find out that taming the recoil and managing your sight picture shot to shot with a shotgun is really not all that complicated and truly not all that difficult. It doesn't require a big, strong, powerful person to be able to do it. It's really technique. Building on the lessons that Tim and I have learned over the years from Tom and from Rob Hott and some other folks out there in the industry, Packadale. There's a lot that we've kind of interwoven here, and we're going to bring as much of it as we can to that 4-hour block. We're, like I said, we're kind of limited on time, but we're pretty confident we can give you the nachos with the broccoli. You won't just have to eat the broccoli. We'll get you some nachos in there too. It's a really, really fun time, and shotguns turn into something that is just truly enjoyable and a hoot to shoot once you're no longer getting beat up by those guns.
Excellent. So for anybody out there who thinks that they are too small or not strong enough to handle a shotgun, and you've written that off as a possible addition to your home defense repertoire, Tim and Ashton have said challenge accepted. So 100%. Head on over to their class and let them prove you wrong. I guarantee you they'll do it, and you'll have a fun time while you're there. So guys, you've got plenty of opportunities to train with the TNA show. So check out the Tac-Con schedule to see when Tim and Ashton are on. Again, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. And if you're lucky, maybe you can catch Tim in the pistol match, regaining his title. We shall see. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And Tim, Ashton, can't wait to see you in Dallas. Y'all be safe. We'll see you soon.
Take care, folks.